utilizing the A-swing. And the A-swing really, what does A stand for? It's alternative. A stands for alternative. It's all about the backswing, which we'll get into in a little bit. But I want people to know that, listen, I've taught this really all my life. I've looked at old swings the other day of Sir Nick Faldo. I'm going to call him Sir now. No, he's now knighted. But you see, he used to call me Lord Led, so I suppose I'm one up on Mr. Faldo, or Sir Nick. But anyway, the fact is that when I was looking at Nick, they were showing John Daly during 1991 when he won a crooked stick. It had a lot of Nick on there, played well for most of the tournament. And you could see there are elements of this A-swing there. So it's not as if I've totally changed my approach, but it's something that I've seen through the years to make things simpler. All right, so let's talk about these three components here. Okay, the first thing we've got to get, the first component is the way you sit up to the ball, the way you stand to it. Okay, your posture, your grip, ball position alignment, all that boring stuff, which unfortunately we have to go through because it's the platform for your swing. So, grip. Now I'm going to show you something here which is interesting. It's an anatomical approach to gripping the club. If we let our arms just hang like this, okay, so in other words, our forefathers used to walk around like this. So you see, this grip is as old as Methuselah. But you see, most people grip the club as if their arms hang that way. You can stand up there in your living room now, let your arms hang forward, and I guarantee you, to a greater or larger extent, your arms are going to be pointing, your hands are going to be pointing inward. Now, what you want to do, take hold of the club at the same angle that your arm is hanging. If you can do that, you will see, I've probably got about 2 to 3 knuckles showing. I have a little angle at the base of my wrist. But the big thing is, look where the club is positioned. See, right through the base of the fingers and the lower part of the palm. Where these red lines are, and this round red circle I've drawn, is where most people have it. That circle actually represents a hole that a lot of people wear out in their glove. So if you grip the club correctly like this, and then put it back here, you will probably be better off than 90% of golfers, because without a single shadow of a doubt, that's the biggest fault in golf. Time and time again, I've brought gloves out, we draw lines on people's gloves, but to get it, you really want to do this. Put your hand across your body, do this, and you'll be amazed how you have the ability to hinge and cock this wrist. Now the right hand, almost the opposite, fits on top, and this is probably where a lot of people look at the A-swing and say, well, that's a different grip, because most people have it around here and get your hands parallel. But in my viewpoint, this is a very natural grip because your hands are, say, the way they hang. And so you grip it up in this fashion here, relax, you feel the weight of the club, and it's amazing if you can get a good grip. I love that statement Ben Hogan made. Good golf begins with a good grip. Now, his grip was different for him, but for most people, if you can get that club down towards the fingers, you'll feel the weight of the club. Posture. Okay, part of the sit-up component. If you want to get in good posture, here's a simple image, okay? If you're on the edge of the pool, you want to dive into the pool, put your hands behind you, look what you do. You wouldn't stand like this or like that to dive into the pool, make a nice belly flop, but you wouldn't make a very nice racing dive. Here I am, feet evenly spread, toes turned out a little bit, but you can see I'm pulling my shoulder blades down, I'm bending from my hips, a little bit of knee flex, and that's all you need to do. If you get into this position, imagine that, and keep your chin up just a little bit, you're looking at sort of at the top of the water, if you will, you're in perfect position. It varies a little bit depending on the club that you're using, but for the most part, that is exactly the way you want to stand. Ball position alignment, yes, they're important, but they're only important in as much that you've got to have, I vary it a little bit depending on the person I'm working with, but a lot of times, if for instance the person is a big slicer, a lot of times you're going to see the ball fall in their stance naturally. So you fix the swing, you can bring the ball back. Alignment, if somebody's slicing, the tendency is they're going to be aiming over here in order to offset the slice. So you fix the slice, you can change the alignment. So I do concern myself with ball position alignment, but I do it after the fact. Okay, so that's the setup component. Okay, number 2, how the body works. Now, I think this is where there's a bit of a myth in the game. Okay, turn. People use the word turn. So what do? They turn, and look what happens when they turn. The club goes around here, which is a common error we see with so many golfers, swinging the club around them. You know, it's more of a coil than a turn. Do you turn? Certainly. But the coiling motion starts in this fashion here. Okay, I'm setting up to it, my racing dive position, put my hands out by my side. Now watch what I'm going to do. I'm actually loading up this way. It's like my whole right side is stretching up. It's not just simply a turn. We know the importance of the core in the golf swing now with all the biomechanics testing they've done. But you've got to load and wind up here, stretch up. It's like a piston movement. Now from here, I feel my weight is in my right heel. I move forward to the front of my left foot. I then rotate to my left heel, and that's the pivot motion. So if you can learn to do that, it takes literally 5 minutes to get a good-looking pivot motion. You don't need a lot of flexibility. You don't need a lot of strength. Obviously, if you do have some flexibility, it helps. But even if you can only get to there, as long as I feel the pressure in my right heel, I've got a little coil. It's like a spiral movement up. I move forward, and boom. And literally, it takes a couple of minutes just to simply get the feeling of the pivot motion. And we get people to do this all the time, just without a club. It's amazing. Put a club in their hand, and all of a sudden that pivot motion looks different. So a lot of times, the way your body moves is the effect of the third component, which is the swing itself. Now, this is where there's a lot of disagreement amongst players, teachers, coaches, how the club should be swung back, how it should be swung down, what should happen. Well, to me, I've always used the term, let the dog wag the tail. So the body really helps to position the club as long as you allow it. So we're going to show you how if I just grip the club with 2 fingers, watch how the club just swings up, almost a more vertical movement back, and then it drops into the plane coming down. And that's the key. We go up, we go down, and we release it, and that's the swinging motion of the club. So if we can get that swinging motion combined with the pivot motion, all of a sudden, you're going to be hitting the ball consistently. I'm going to show people how to do that.
And a lot of people wonder if it can work for the amateurs and the pros. Over the years, your players on the professional level have won over 20 major titles. But we're going to come back and we're going to pull an amateur out of the crowd and see if you can fix